Hey guys, it's your girl Marielle. Welcome back to my channel, Friday Night Light Movie Reviews, where we do reactions and reviews to TV shows, movies, and other digital content. So today, we're coming back to you guys within our documentary playlist. This is more like a docu-series. It is called Hair Tales. It is viewed on Hulu in partnership with OWN, the Oprah television company. So, before we get into any more of what we're going to be talking about, you know what I'm going to ask you guys. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video with your friends and family. And come and hit me up on my other digital platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. On TikTok, I'm going to be doing a series of talking about inspiration and what actors of today and of yesterday who are with us and who are not with us, how it affected our film and how we watch movies. So definitely check that out on my TikTok channel. But anyway, again, we're going to be talking about this Hulu docuseries called Hair Tales. Tracee Ellis Ross, who we know is the daughter of the great Diana Ross, who's been crazy great in Girlfriends and Grownish and Blackish and Mixedish. Like, we love Tracee Ellis Ross. We love what she represents and what she is about. So it was really great seeing her get to interview each person and talking about their journey of being a woman of color, one, and how in our personal relationships, our friendships, business ventures, jobs, on how choosing to have your own natural hair growing out of your head and not compromised, not manipulated in anything else, and how it affects us. I thought this was a really, really good documentary series. The first person that she did interview was Oprah. That interview, I know that we know so much about Oprah because it's Oprah. But what we didn't know is that how she came to love her natural hair, right? So through this video, we're just going to be talking about each person that she interviewed, try to keep them very short so this video doesn't go too long, but I'm just saying, okay? There was a part in the interview with Oprah where when she was still at Anchor, they told her that her look was kind of like distracting and wanted her to get a relaxer in her hair. And if you guys have ever seen What's Love Got to Do With It, in that scene when Tina Turner is getting a relaxer by a little girl and her hair falls out because it turned orange, and it was like, you need an ass whooping. That's basically what happened to Oprah. She was getting her hair relaxed by a Frenchman who didn't know how to treat ethnic hair, which I kind of hate that term, but that's neither here or there, to treat our hair. And it basically pulled all her hair out. And so she was trying to figure out a way to fix it, and she was in a lot of pain. And an olive branch was extended to her where she started only letting one guy deal with her hair. And from that point on into the hair we see right now with Oprah, it's been one guy who gave her the confidence to say, look, we're going to get your hair where it needs to be. And you're freaking Oprah, and this is who you want to be, and this is what you're going. Her legacy is so huge. Can we imagine if she let that one person make her change her mind about her being a face in a household that everybody would love because she didn't have confidence in her natural hair? And she didn't let go of that, and she didn't let fear take over her. And we've seen Oprah's hair change from when we was really small kids, from short hair to long hair to curly hair. It's great. So the next person that she interviewed, I love her, is Issa Rae. She is the brains behind Insecure, and she was first put on the map with her YouTube series, which brings me to this next point. She decided to do that YouTube series and really go hard on it because she was tired of running from her hair, right? Like, she was tired of saying, okay, it has to be this way, it has to look that way. And as a woman of color who is rocking her natural hair, it becomes pretty heavy on us because every day, right? We got to think about, are they going to say it's distracting? Is someone going to want to put their hands in my hair? Is somebody going to say it looks ghetto or unkept, and so forth and so forth? It's very heavy and exhausting to be a woman of color with thick, coarse, coily, curly, kinky hair, because we're always battling those things. And that's what Issa Rae was talking about. And she got to the point where she was like, F this. I'm not gonna let people see my only identity is what I have on the top of my head. And that's not to discredit, because I tell my daughter as well, we have 2 different hair textures. As you can see, my hair is more of a curly, coily. My daughter's hair is more kinky, coily. But our hair is our crown, you know, all the way back from slavery, when we was braiding our hair and putting rice in our hair so we can eat, doing different designs so we can map out where we're going to meet each other. I mean, our hair has such a significant tie to our soul, to who we are as individuals and as women. But then when you feel like what Issa Rae was saying, how sometimes it can take over you and you think, this is all I worry about. So she did a big chop. I did a big chop like 5 times already. I don't like the premise when people say when a woman cuts her hair, she's going through something, a breakup, financial, or whatever. Sometimes, guys, we just want to look different. We want to feel different. We want to do different things. And the best way to do that is to mess around with your hair, because it is our crown. And I was really inspired by Issa Rae, because that's what she kind of like based everything on. That's why I love her so much. When you see her at award shows and he asks her who are you rooting for? Who are you voting for? And she goes, I'm rooting for everybody Black. Period. You know, she got to a point where she cut her hair and she was able to enjoy her hair. She was able to enjoy the journey on where she wanted to take her hair. Even within her own growing up, where, you know, it was always a big deal. Right? So I really loved her episode as well. I actually loved everybody's episode, by the way. I'm just putting out the ones that stuck out to me the most. You know what I mean? So I think one of the best ones, and the ones that was so crazy to me to hear, is the politician named Ayanna Pressley. You should look her up. She does amazing things. She had a campaign basically saying, you know, we're not our hair, blah, blah, blah. She had this really deep and intense relationship with her hair because of who her mother was. Her mother was very stylish, stand out, but she didn't want her daughter to constantly be worrying about who's going to say this and whatever. She talked about there was a time when she was a child, her mother had this amazing pool party set up for her, but she always has her hair straightened or relaxed. And she told her mom, I can't go and do it. And the mom was like, why? And she was like, because then they'll know the truth. And the mom was like, what's the truth? That I'm Black and that this is really not who I am when it comes to my hair being straight. And I mean, if that's not an intense, heartbreaking, but heartfelt realization to be as young as she was when that happened, I believe she said she was turning 13. I know that my daughter dealt with that, right? Because not only within the Black community, when it comes to our hair, especially on the woman's side, texture Nazis and texture is, you know, texturists, that's not even a word, I'm not sure, but basically like colorists in the Black community. But when it comes to the texture of your hair, again, like I said, my hair is curly, coily. My daughter's is kinky, coily. And there was so many times where she was like, Mommy, I don't want to wear my hair curly. How come my hair can't look like yours? Or how come my hair can't be long and straight and flowy? And, you know, you got to instill into your children, into yourself, your siblings, you know, we're not our hair. Our hair is an extension of who we are, and who we are beautiful, strong, resilient leaders, business minded entrepreneurs, doctorate degree having beautiful Black women. And it doesn't matter where the texture, how the texture of your hair looks, that is your crown, and you should be in awe of it just like everybody else is. So I always tell my daughter what Ayanna Presley's mother said, you know, own who you are. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks, because at the end of the day, what we express, we have the option, we have the power to let people know who we are and how much we give them. And that goes within our hair. And she had got to the realization, okay, this is who I am. This is who I want to be. This is what I'm going after. She's in politics, being a senator. I'm trying to go for the Senate and doing all these things in politics with her natural hair. And it's so beautiful. But the biggest thing for me, and this was one of my favorite episodes, is because as she was walking through her political run, she woke up and took a shower and her hair was just falling out by the chunks. And she obviously devastated, crying. Again, this is something that's personal that I can touch on. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. And for some women with this disease, you either grow a lot of hair, facial hair, whatever, or you lose your hair. Me, I remember one morning taking a shower. I just took out my protective style. My hair was falling out and I was devastated. But having my husband stand by me, just like Ayanna Presley's husband, he took me to the barbershop and I got it cut, the lowest I've ever had my hair cut. And it was a newfound freedom. It was a newfound attitude, but in a good way. Like, okay, now you're gonna see me completely. Nothing is, I'm not hiding behind my big luxurious curly hair. And it's amazing. And it's quite a new feeling. And she suffers from alopecia totalis, meaning that her hair is just gone. And when I tell you, I'm telling you guys, look up Ayanna Presley. She is a force to be reckoned with. That is a badass chick. She looks beautiful. I remember when she said she put her wig on and the dude who did the wig slayed. But she was like, this is not who I am and I don't want to continue that. I'm not going to run from who this is now. She came out, y'all, fly as hell in her campaign run. Completely bald. Freaking beautiful. I'm telling you guys, go look her up. She's amazing. The next person that we talked to, which I thought was really cool, I'm just going to squeeze them both in, is Marsai Martin from Blackish, and Chloe Bailey, who was on Grownish, whose sister Haley Bailey is the new Little Mermaid, the live action. Watching their episodes, because they're younger, you know, Marsai Martin's only 18 years old and Chloe Bailey's about 22, 23. Chloe Bailey always had locks. From a child, if you watched the movie, she was in a Tyler Perry movie, her locks are so beautiful. She said something like, my locks doesn't lock me in, doesn't keep me in this box where I can only do this. It only can look like this, but I can do anything and everything to my hair, and that is what makes me me, and that's what makes me and my sister extravagant. And I agree so much. You can, when you have your hair locked, you can get box braids, you can put do crochet, you can do a wig. I mean, the opportunities is endless. And I love Chloe and Haley Bailey. Their locks are beautiful, different colors, different way it's styled. I'm telling you, Black women in their crowns, we are royalty, hands down. And this is not to discredit, again, like Chica said in her interview along with Oprah, this is not to discredit any other woman. You know, I believe every woman, we treat our hair as it is our crown. So make sure that no one takes that opportunity, takes that that greatness, that royalty feeling away from you. I think every woman has that. But it's something different, right, about Black women owning their hair. Another thing that I really did love about this docuseries is because it wasn't just focused on the people that were being interviewed. They had side chats with women in beauty salons and other women just basically interviewing. You know, I saw the founder of the Crown Act that I did not know who it was, and it's beautiful. Now, it's trash. that's something that had to be done, because little black girls wearing twists and box braids and wigs and wearing their beautiful big afros, it was come to be a distraction, and kids were being expelled from their schools, suspended. The young man who refused to cut his locks off, who was a valedictorian, didn't let him walk across the stage because they said his hair looked unkept and it was unprofessional. That a Crown Act has to be instituted. Now, it's not in every state, but it was amazing to meet these women, and it was amazing to hear the salon talk, because as a woman, it doesn't matter what race you are. Salon, gossip, empowerment, advice, it all happens in the salons, whether you're black, white, orange, purple, green, or whatever, even in barbershops. I just like the fact that the women that are out here fighting for us look like us and is not ashamed of their hair either, which brings me to Marisol Martin. Her being the youngest person that Tracee Ellis Ross has interviewed, but watched her grow up on the show with her. So this was very much like a mother-daughter kind of interview. And I'm telling you guys, her, for being 18 years old, has so much self-awareness for her industry, for herself, for her hair, for what other little girls look up to her as, because not only her hair is beautiful, but she's making it possible for young girls to say, look, you're 13 years old, you trying to say that you can't dream big, that you can't do this, you can't do that, watch me, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And she has such self-awareness. It's amazing, it's astonishing, it's beautiful. And having fun with her hair, whether it's weave, whether it's braids, whether it's her natural hair, she's like, every day, no matter what style I have, no matter what's going on, I'm still me. I'm still this power to be reckoned with. And I think it was amazing. So I really did enjoy this series. I do believe there's a couple of more episodes. I only talked about the 6 interviews that Tracee Ellis Ross has done. There's nothing bad to say about this. This is just very informative. And when I say that, I mean people that are in interracial relationships, people whose kids go to a predominantly white school, a PWI, so forth and so forth. You guys should definitely give this a watch. This docuseries made it so possible in such a loving and encouraging way to say when black women have issues with why they see other races wearing weaves and wigs and braids and twist and crochet and all these different things, is because within these interviews with these 6 women, it was a fight. It was a battle to be able to look the way that they want to look and not have to only wear straight hair. This is a very soft and loving way to tell people who think it's so stupid or we're gatekeeping. It is a loving way to say the reason why it's a problem is because when it's on us, the originators, it's called unkept. It's called ghetto, a distraction. When it's someone who is not a woman of color, it's called fashion forward, exotic, beautiful, different. And that hurts us. So in this documentary series, it gives this loving, heartfelt way to say, this is why black women, women of color, are so passionate about their hair. And I know this is a longer video than I normally would do, but this is something that was very personal to me, which has been going on, you know, with these documentaries that I have been watching. But you guys, it's on Hulu now. It's on the OWN network. If you don't have Hulu, you can watch it on OWN. If you don't have OWN, you can watch it on Hulu. I love this documentary series. I think every person of every race should definitely check this out. But as black women and black men, watch this. It has such an empowerment surge for you. So we are at the end of this video, you guys. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put up new content. And stay safe. Be courageous. Love your beautiful hair. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.